Good evening, everyone. I have delayed the um, last part of this lesson, which is the problem solving on the remainder theorem and the factor theorem. Anyway, let's do it today. So, I just want to make sure एक बात मैं बताना चाहता हूँ कि सबसे पहले हमें एनसीईआरटी बुक से प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करनी चाहिए। तो आज मैं सिर्फ एनसीईआरटी का ही प्रॉब्लम करने वाला हूँ और उसके बाद हम थोड़ी हमारी लेवल बढ़ाएंगे। वो वीडियो मैं होपफुली कल ही बना दूंगा, जिसमें मैं थोड़ा इसी एनसीईआरटी के फाउंडेशंस के ऊपर हम थोड़ी हायर लेवल की थोड़ी थोड़ी धीरे धीरे ओलंपियाड की तरह लेवल की तरह थोड़ी देर एक दो स्टेप्स ले लेंगे। तो वो कल होगा, लेकिन मैं बहुत ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंस आपको एनसीईआरटी में देना चाहिए, because there are some very good examples, especially the solved examples. सबसे पहले वो करेंगे और उसके बाद कुछ एक्सरसाइजेस से प्रॉब्लम करेंगे। तो इसमें से एक छोटी सी और इम्पॉर्टेंट बात है कि पुरानी एनसीईआरटी तो बहुत अच्छी है, तो मैंने हमारे व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप में आई हैव shared the link where you can get an access to the old NCERT, so it should not be a problem. It may also be there in your library. So let's get started now, and I'm going to do some problem solving in NCERT. So just picked up the two solved examples from NCERT. आप आराम से इस प्रॉब्लम को बुक से भी देख सकते हैं, लेकिन फिर भी मैं करना चाहता हूँ क्योंकि आपको ये बहुत एम्फेसिस करना है कि ये बहुत अच्छे प्रॉब्लम होते हैं। सो लेट्स लुक एट दी फर्स्ट प्रॉब्लम. It says that find the remainder when a polynomial is divided by x minus 1. So here you can see that it's a straightforward application of the remainder theorem. So the polynomial is given very clearly: x raised to 4 plus x cube minus 2x square plus x plus 1, and you're dividing this by x minus 1. He's not asking for the quotient, he's only asking for the remainder, and the remainder theorem says that it is simply equal to p of 1 is the remainder. So let's calculate p of 1. That means that all you need to do is put the value of x equal to 1 in this particular polynomial. So p of 1 is equal to 1 raised to 4 minus 1 cube minus 2 into 1 plus 1 plus 1. This is 1 minus 1 gone, minus 2 plus 2. Oh, this is 0. Now, oh, good lord, I made some mistake here. One second, what mistake I've made here? What? I'm not sure. I think there's a mistake in the book itself. This is surprising. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. So I think I made one small mistake here, which is sorry. This is plus plus. Okay, sorry. So this was plus. So you can see that it is so easy to make mistakes. So there's a plus here. So this is 2 minus 2 plus 2, so this is equal to 2. Okay, so 2 is the remainder. So this was a nice simple application of the remainder theorem, and now let me try and do the next problem, which is check whether some particular linear factor is a factor of this polynomial. So this is the polynomial, and we have to check whether this particular polynomial is a factor of q of t. So here we go. So we have the polynomial q of t is equal to 4t cube plus 4t square minus t minus 1. Now let's say that this particular polynomial, let's call it something, maybe q of x, So let us say that, oh, I cannot use q, I've already used q here. So let's say g of t. So let's say that this polynomial is equal to g of t into h of t. So where g of t is a factor of q of t, and so that means that 2t plus 1 multiplied by some other polynomial h of t. That means 2t plus 1 is a factor of q of t. Now, if this is true, then what you notice is, let's consider q of minus half. This will be equal to, now if you put t equal to minus half, that means what are you doing? We are just saying that t is equal to minus half. So if t is equal to minus half here, if t is equal to minus half here, then this becomes 0, right? So because 2t plus 1 is equal to 2 into minus half plus 1, this is equal to minus 1 plus 1 equal to 0. So q of minus half, if it is equal to 0, this would imply by the factor theorem that 2t plus 1 is a factor. So here's where the factor theorem is being used. So all we need to do now is to evaluate q of minus half. So let's evaluate q of minus half in this particular polynomial. So that means that in this I just have to put t equal to minus half. So let's do that. So q of minus half is equal to 4 into minus half cube plus 4 into minus half square. I am evaluating this term, and now putting t equal to minus half, so minus half minus 1. So let's simplify this. This is minus 4 upon 8 plus 4 upon 4 minus half minus 1, that is equal to this plus 1 and this minus 1 gets cancelled, and here you have okay, I have a mistake again. Yes, good lord, I am making too many mistakes. So this shows that you have to be very careful. So this is actually, I made a mistake here. This is plus half. So I'm sure that you will verify it yourself that this plus half is correct. So let me do this again. This is minus 4 upon 8 plus 4 upon 4 plus half minus 1. So these two will get cancelled. So this is equal to minus half plus half, and that is equal to 0. So this implies that indeed 2t plus 1 is a factor of q of t by the factor theorem. So both of these are very nice examples of whatever we have learned in the last class. So now I'm going to shift to the exercise. So I'm going to solve a few problems from the exercise, and that should typically be the next step of the way आप लोग पढ़ाई करेंगे. सबसे पहले सॉल्व एग्जाम्पल करिए जैसे मैंने किया, और अब गलतियाँ करेंगे तो जैसे मैंने बहुत गलतियाँ की हम सीख लेंगे, और फिर हम एक्सरसाइजेस ट्राई करेंगे. एक्सरसाइजेस के आंसर भी दिए हुए हैं पीछे, तो हमें डेफिनेटली वेरीफाई करना चाहिए. तो हम एक्सरसाइज करेंगे और उसके बाद कल हम थोड़ी हम अपने आप को चैलेंज करेंगे थोड़ी ओलंपियाड टाइप प्रॉब्लम के साथ. यहाँ मैंने टेक्स्ट बुक से ही एक्सरसाइज निकाली है, तो एक दो प्रॉब्लम कर लेते हैं. तो सबसे पहले मैं चलिए ये प्रॉब्लम करता हूँ. इट इज़, इफ़ यू रीड द प्रॉब्लम स्लोली, इट इज़ गिवन दैट x minus 1 is a factor of the polynomial p of x is equal to kx square minus 3 of x plus k. Now we have to find the value of k. Now by the factor theorem, this would mean that p of 1 is equal to 0. Now let us evaluate p of 1. That means here we are going to put the value of x equal to 1. So let's put the value of x equal to 1. So p of 1 is equal to k into 1 minus 3 into 1 plus k equal to 0. This would mean that 2k is equal to 3, and this would imply that k is equal to 3 upon 2. So you can see here that these are very nice and simple applications of the factor theorem. So now let me try and pick up some problem from here. So this is known very important in your basic algebra. So which one should I do? Okay, maybe I'll pick up this one. Let me try this one. So this is a quadratic. So here when you have a quadratic which is 6x square plus 5x minus 6. So one there are क्लास 10 में आप एक और तरीका शायद सीख लेंगे. यहाँ पे हम लोग करेंगे बाय स्प्लिटिंग द मिडिल टर्म. सो वन ऑफ द common tactics for quadratic equations is splitting the middle term, and let us see whether I can do this. So here it is 6 into minus 6. So we are looking for factors of minus 36. Now this would mean 9 into minus 4, which is equal to minus 36. Now what I need, the kind of combination I am looking for is 9 minus 4 is equal to 5, and that would mean that this particular split is good because I need a plus 5. See, I need a plus 5. So I need factors of minus 36 which adds up to plus 5, and I have just figured it out. It is 9 into minus 4. So once I have split the middle term as 9 and minus 4, I am supposed to rewrite this as 6x square plus 9x minus 4x minus 6 equal to 0, and then we are almost home. So here 3x will be common, so that would be 2x plus 3, and here I would take minus 2 as the common factor, so this would be 2x plus 3 again. So you will see that this 2x plus 3 is going to repeat if I got the splitting of the middle term right, and this is equal to 3x minus 2 into 2x plus 3, and with that I have finished the problem. So here what we have learnt is any quadratic, the standard strategy is splitting the middle term, but then next year you will learn how to sometimes not fully depend on the splitting the middle term. So we'll talk about it. So now I'm going to do one last problem for today's lesson, and I really hope that you will all solve the exercises. And the last problem is definitely very important. It sort of uses जो हमने पूरी पिछले दो क्लासेस में हमने सीखी है, वो पूरा यूज़ होगा इस प्रॉब्लम में. प्रॉब्लम मुश्किल नहीं है, लेकिन बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट एप्लीकेशन है फैक्टर थ्योरम और रिमाइंडर थ्योरम का. तो यहाँ पे अभी द मेन डिफरेंस इज दैट दिस इज़ अ क्यूबिक, एंड अभी हमने क्या सीखा, अगर क्वाड्रेटिक हो तो हम किसी भी तरह हम कर पाएंगे, लेकिन क्यूबिक के लिए मोस्ट लाइकली, मोस्ट ऑफन वी हैव टू गेस वन रूट. एंड नाउ दिस इज़ वेयर द factor theorem comes in. So guess one root, okay, 1 0. Okay, so let's see. So what I mean by guess 1 0 is, can we guess some number x such that px is 0, pa is 0? Because this would mean that I get a factor, x minus a is a factor by the factor theorem. तो मैं गेस करना चाहता हूँ कि कौन सा ऐसा कोई नंबर है जहाँ पे हमने ज़ीरो मिल सकते हैं, तो ये गेस है. तो यहाँ पे थोड़ी गेस करना आसान है क्योंकि यहाँ पे सीधा दिख रहा है कि p ऑफ 1 ही, सो p ऑफ y दिया हुआ है 2y क्यूब प्लस वाई स्क्वायर माइनस 2y माइनस 1. तो p of 1 is equal to 2 into 1 plus 2 plus 1, y is 1, minus 2 minus 1, and you can see that it is indeed 0. Now this would mean that x minus 1 is a factor. So this is the first step. We have used the factor theorem, or factor of p of y. And I'm a little bit sloppy. Here the variable is y, so I should be writing y minus 1 is a factor of p of y. See, he is not using x as a variable, he is using y as a variable, so I have to be a little careful, and luckily I got it right. So y minus 1 is a factor. Now what do we do? The next step is also very important. I have to divide this by y minus 1 to get the other factor. So please try to understand what I am doing. It is very clear that p of y is equal to y minus 1 into some quotient of y, and अभी मेरे को अभी q of y पता नहीं है, सिर्फ इतना पता है कि वो quadratic होगा, because this is of order degree 3 and degree 3, and now this is of degree 1, so the remaining term will be of degree 2, and that would mean it's a quadratic. So let me try and find out q of x by what we have learned in the last class, which is actually dividing. So I'm going to divide this polynomial with y minus 1. So let me write it down. Y minus 1 is going to be the divisor, and now I have to find the quotient, but let's write the polynomial here. 2y cube plus y square minus 2y minus 1, and now I'll use my division. 2y square 2y cube minus 2y square. Now it becomes a minus and a plus, this gets cancelled. So 3y square minus 2y minus 1. I'll try plus 3y, and then I get 3y square minus 3y. This becomes a minus and a plus, this gets cancelled, and I get y minus 1, and here it's going to be plus 1. So y minus 1, 0, which is not surprising because y minus 1 is a factor by the factor theorem. So here you go, I've got the other factor, and therefore I shall now write it here. Basically I got the quotient here as, so this is equal to now y minus 1 into 2y square plus 3y plus 1. And finally I need to factorize the quadratic, and I'll use the so-called splitting the factor method. Now this one is very easy. So I need to look for factors of 2 into 1, that is 2, which is 2y square plus 2y plus y plus 1, because 2 into 1 is 2, and I'm looking for, and it is 3y, you can see that it's a split, and so this is equal to y minus 1, and here I can take 2y as the bracket, So y plus 1 plus 1 into y plus 1. I just want this to repeat, okay, and it will repeat. And so finally the answer is p of y is equal to y minus 1 into 2y plus 1 and then y plus 1. So with that I have factorized the polynomial. I used pretty much, हमने जो भी सीखा पिछले 3 क्लास में सारी चीज़ इस सिंपल एग्जाम्पल में हमने यूज़ किया. तो प्लीज़ आप थोड़ी प्रैक्टिस से आप फैक्टर थ्योरम और रिमाइंडर थ्योरम के चैम्पियन बन जाओगे. लेकिन वही नहीं, आपको याद होगा हमने दोनों थ्योरम को प्रूफ भी किया, उसको भी आप प्लीज़ रिवाइज कर लीजिए. और कल की लेसन में मैं इसी टॉपिक पे थोड़ी ओलंपियाड की किताब से एक दो थोड़ी इंटरेस्टिंग और चैलेंजिंग एग्जाम्पल करूँगा. तो इसी तरह हम हर एक इम्पॉर्टेंट टॉपिक में सबसे पहले एनसीईआरटी पे ध्यान देंगे. यहाँ पे आपके लिए बहुत सारा होमवर्क अभी हमने आपके लिए छोड़ा है. अब प्लीज़ कोई भी अगर प्रॉब्लम आपको लगता है कि आपके टीचर आपको क्लैरिफाई करें तो आप हिलाल सर से पूछ लीजिए, कोई भी टीचर से पूछ लीजिए, मेरे से भी पूछ सकते हैं आप. हमारे पास अभी व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप है. एंड आई लुक फॉरवर्ड टू now doing the Olympiad problems in this topic tomorrow. So till then, I shall take leave, and I hope to be just that little bit more regular, and I hope that you are also studying very regularly. All the best. Thank you very much. Good night.